My favorite story is we were at Canadian Tire and a security guard came up to us and I thought, oh God, like, did we do something wrong somehow? Are we in trouble? And he just wanted to say how great we were in the show the night before. That's community building. That's what I love. Is it's not just something that the rich can afford or the elite or the powerful or the privileged. It's something that we can all share. It's a story that we and the audience collaborate and participate in real time. I think that's something we really miss. So when we began, we were essentially 3 people, a cast, 1 technician, and 6 people in the audience trying to make magic happen in a community that had a rich history of community theater and music and storytelling and dance, but never a professional theater company or a building, at least not since the days of vaudeville. We somehow found an audience, had incredible support from all of the local community. Fast forward 6 years, we just finished our most successful year. Our gross annual revenue was $1.2 million. We paid over $700,000 to local artists. We had 182 nights of programming and over 46,000 people stepped through our doors. Just as a side, that's in a small island that has a population of about 100,000. We couldn't be prouder of the work and the artists and the audiences that we've been able to create. To our detriment, a lot of our funders, especially from places like the Canada Council for the Arts, the feedback has been, why does this look so good if I've never heard of them before? It's an anomaly, it's radical, it's all based on an impossible proposition that we couldn't refuse ourselves. Before COVID-19, we were positioned to be in our most successful year yet. Obviously, everything has ground to a halt, and by the end of 2020, if things continue to go half decently, we'll have still lost at least $1 million of our budgeted revenue. We have over 80% of our budget from ticket sales. That's wonderful. We are so overjoyed by that support, but it's inconsistent and it's not sustainable. We can go into tens of thousands of dollars of debt very quickly, and it takes all of our blood, sweat, and tears just to pull ourselves out. It's not something we can survive in the best of times, and it's certainly an extinction level event in light of something like COVID-19. We're still paying an average of $30,000 to $50,000 a month. That's with no operations and no projects. And if we don't do something as unprecedented as the moment, we don't know that we'll be able to survive. So what are we gonna do? We are formally asking you to help us create history. We want to become the first professional community-funded theater in Canada. We are looking for an ongoing commitment for monthly donations at whatever level you are able to give. We have 5 funding goals, and at every tier, we'll commit to more projects, more features to our programming, and more chances to be radically accessible to all tiers of society. In return, you'll receive a fully tax-deductible charitable receipt. You'll receive, of course, the good feeling in your heart of knowing you are supporting a wonderful community and a local live theater. And if we can reach our top goal of $50,000 a month in commitments, we will provide all 12 main stage productions at our theater to anyone in the public free of charge. I'm talking about all the plays and musicals you've loved, like The Drowsy Chaperone, the Cape Breton Liberation Army, the Glace Bay Miners Museum, Oklahoma. There is no more tickets. There is no more fees for our 12 main stage productions. Anyone can come in. That's a radical idea, you might be saying. It is, but it also isn't. Cape Breton already has an enormous history with this sort of a model, starting 100 years ago with the early days of the credit union, the co-op housing movement, the CDC, libraries, hospitals, churches. This is a model that has gone on for years based on the compassion and the generosity of those who have those means and those privileges. There are so many studies about the powerful impact of art, how it improves people's life, their mental health, not just the average person walking down the street, but especially in communities that are impoverished, where people deal with mental health issues, where people deal with all number of societal strains. And often the communities who would most benefit from that exposure are the very ones who are impeded through financial barriers. And this is our chance to bring a model to a massive scale in a small little community called Cape Breton. That means that every Cape Breton family can participate regardless of their financial situation. Families with 5 kids don't have to worry that coming to the theater and a night out together is going to mean they'll be struggling to pay the bills or get groceries. When you have guests coming from out of town, you'll be able to take them out to a night of the theater, not just to show them world-class talent, but be able to share with them the power of what we have done, that all of those people are there, not because they paid a ticket price, but because we decided this was important. If we can get 10,000 people to give $5 a month, we will achieve that goal. If you can give 10, we could double it. I mean, give 1,000 a month would be really quite lovely, but that's okay. You don't have to do that. 5 is good. 5 is wonderful. It's really not as hard as it sounds. We already have over 1,500 subscribers. If every one of them will just commit to $25 a month, which is basically what they're doing already, that's 75% of our goal. It's the same thing we've been doing, just a little bit more official, a little more formal, and for us, a world of difference in terms of consistency and reliability. So how can you help? Make a commitment. Make your pledge today, no matter how small or how large it is. Give something. Let us know you care and you believe in this powerful and epic experiment in community care and long-term giving. Everything you need is right here. You can make your pledge today. Someone from our organization will get in touch and it will be something you don't have to worry about ever again. On July 19th, we'll be hosting a 4-hour live-streamed telethon on our Facebook page and website. We'll have some of our favorite Highland Arts Theatre performers, as well as some special guests and a few Cape Breton celebrities. That's our chance to really spread the word and get as wide a reach as possible. But if you're listening now, we want your pledge today. Cape Bretoners are good at pulling up their socks and making it work. And we've done that, and we will continue to do that. But this is our chance to take an unprecedented crisis and not just survive, but to catapult into a prosperity that we've only imagined. It's a model not just for us and not just for theater, but for society. Prove us right. Show us that we can transcend beyond a petty exchange of paper for other pieces of paper. We're creating something that is vital, something that is human, something that is an essential part of all human experience, and something we believe deserves to be experienced by all humans. We're not going to give you a single thing for your donation. We're going to give you everything, and we're going to give it to everyone.